Well, my involvement is at many levels. The first is as an activist myself and as a leader in the society. I associate myself entirely with this movement and the message that they are imparting. I associate with fully. I'm here in a slightly different capacity, in the capacity of a legal representative. I was informed this morning that these activists were arrested at different spots around the city, and they were taken to mainly 2 police stations, as I was informed. Some were taken to Mogoditani police station, others were taken to Central police station. And I then was requested by some of them to come and render assistance, and I came. When I came in, I basically put it to the police that these folks are under arrest. They are being here. They are having been rounded up from where they were and brought to the police station. There's clear evidence that they are under arrest, and the police denied vehemently and said they were not under arrest, at which point I said, then they are free to go. They said yes, and I said I kindly asked them to leave, and we up and left to confirm if indeed they were or were not under arrest. I think the police shied away from insisting or going ahead with what they had planned. So they now have been released, as it were. My position is and has always been that citizens do not need anybody's permission to express themselves, to assemble, because those are fundamental rights conferred on them by the Constitution of this Republic, and they cannot be taken away by any other act of Parliament or any act of the executive. That's my first position. So these folks have a right to march with or without anybody's permission at any time of their choosing. That's the first thing. The second is that even within the consideration that the police ought to issue some permit, the factors on which they relied to deny them permit are wholly improper and unlawful. And in that regard, therefore, the refusal to grant them permission is an illegal act by the police. And it is something that I am ready anytime to challenge in court and seek to enforce fundamental rights of the citizenry of this republic. That I am prepared to do, and I am going to do.
So at 4:30 today, we are going back to the spots where we are, and we are going to hold our placards. So let's spread the message that we are going to continue, we are going to fight for our children, and we are going to stand at the spots where we originally were. So Mama was crossing. Only them well thing. 4:30, talk to Batswana.
And then the march.
And then
We'll talk on Facebook.
Yeah. But we'll continue to communicate everything on our page and on our timelines. Any changes about the march and everything, we'll be able to communicate. Yeah. Thank you.
The Voice speaks for itself.